I covered the meaning in videos like this last week.
So when people say, what are you doing? You say, things that please me, and they say, toward what end? And you say, pleasure.
The bridge between finding meaning in pleasure and in story is really important, so here's how I think about it. A big part of life is about learning how to ask these kinds of questions. As you do that, you start to form a model of what's possible in the world. This library contains every concept that you can think of, including all the different possible levels of those concepts. A big part of what makes you you are the interests and tendencies that you feel drawn to. Things like becoming an artist, an athlete, a writer, or comedian, and you can conceive of any concept as having multiple levels. So maybe you find yourself to already be a bit of a natural comedian, but you feel drawn to realize a fuller potential of yourself. If you are aiming at the realization of something in here and you ask yourself, why am I doing this? And the answer that comes back is, because I think I would like it. That's this flavor. You're doing it because it would please you. That's amazing. You should do that for many important reasons. When you actually do that, you will likely find yourself saying, wow, this is awesome. I am so glad that I was able to do that. But at some point, you may discover another feeling, which is, now what? I did everything that I wanted to be, but now what do I do? Do I have to get into fencing? If you're thinking, hey man, I don't know, I'll just cross that bridge when I get there, hey, fair enough. When you get to that bridge, here's something to think about. Imagine you're on your journey of becoming an accomplished comedian, and then one day you find yourself in the tragedy of attending a friend's funeral. How do you want the story of that funeral to go? Some aspiring comedians could see a funeral as a personal opportunity to test out some jokes and see how some things land. What kind of story would you want to play a part in? Your own story or a story bigger than yourself? So you find your way to the bereaved family to share your condolences, and you say, I am really going to miss my friend John. Can I just share with you one of the funniest memories that I had with him? Because of the work that you've done to realize your full potential as a comedian, you share this story about your friend in just the most perfect way. And now people are laughing, people are crying, and it's not about you, but you are playing a role in a story that is happening right now that would not be possible if you had not put in the work to become who you are. Even as a fully realized comedian with all the accomplishments that that comes with, you may come to look at an experience like this one as one of the most meaningful things that you have ever done. Yes, I am glad that I did this for its own sake, but the reason I like realizing my potential as a comedian is also because it lets me play a role in stories that I find meaningful. We need all of these flavors. There are important lessons that we can learn in developing all of them. I'm making content here to try to help you understand the landscape of how meaning in life works. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please follow me here, and I will see you next time.